Hi guys, Jonathan Munoz here for the Residency Match Insiders, and today I want to talk about externships. Are externships scams? And after the recent review I did over the last 3 hours, I do believe that when a company or a group um, promotes a service as an externship or a hands-on experience, they might be a little misleading on the term because everything boils down to it is unlawful to practice medicine in the United States without a license. And the practice of medicine involves you talking to a patient unsupervised, um, writing a note on a patient's chart unsupervised, prescribing, making diagnosis for a patient, assisting in surgery, even just doing one suture, or I don't know, even assisting just by holding little sticks during surgery. It is an unlawful practice of medicine. Why? Because we are not certified or approved or licensed to do any of that. And it is true that in one of our rotations or when even the physicians that were allowing you to observe or follow them or shadow them may be doing that. And if that is reported or written down in a letter of recommendation, can get you in trouble. Can get the physician in trouble too. But how will the medical boards determine that that happened? Because it's written on your letter of recommendation, and these things are monitored by the American Medical Association, by the boards. Each state has a board, and maybe in some states it's different, but in my state it's very strict about this. So I just want to give this heads up to everyone. I think when you are talking about hands-on experience, and this group here, they were very hands-on and I was able to learn a lot. That's all great, but if that is explained in a way that means that you were really involved and you were really touching patients and doing things, then maybe harmful for you for your application. So make sure that you talk about these limitations to your preceptors, because when when we interview applicants, when we talk to applicants, we know when a letter is not real. We know when things that are written in these letters are just trying to embellish the whole picture of the applicant, and it doesn't really give us any meaningful information about you. So even if you just did an observership, there are things that can be mentioned about you, your personality, your knowledge, your interaction with nurses, with case managers, um, your discussion, make clinical discussions with me, and your contributions to my thinking, to my ability to make a diagnosis. There are so many other things that can be mentioned, not necessarily that you help this patient to make a decision on, I don't know, code status, because that means that you influence a patient to make a decision, and that's not on your scope of practice. So be careful out there with all these services. Look, I don't think these groups are doing anything wrong by promoting the services as hands-on experiences or externships or clerkships. But the truth is that you yourself have to be careful. They are doctors already. They are practicing already. But you have to be careful because you haven't even started. So just look out for that. Do your research on your own and see if maybe the state that you're going to be doing this externship, this observership allows, what are the limitations on this state? Because if it is a felony, as it is in California, you may get in trouble and your physician may get in trouble. So just keep an eye open for that. Maybe when you're negotiating this with the agency, ask them, be straight upfront and say, hey, what are the limitations? What are the limitations with the state? So you have it at least verbally reported or in writing in case you get in trouble. So that was my 2 cents on externships. Good luck out there finding your clinical experience rotations. Tele-rotations are great, so go for them. Thank you. Oh, I leave this piece of paper that I got from the Medical Board of California. So it's very good at explaining why you should be careful with these externships. Thank you.